y'all. All right, it is day 2 of the finding the least common multiple. So remember, the least common multiple is the smallest number or multiple that 2 or more numbers have in common. So whenever we multiply the 2 numbers or the 3 numbers by any number, this is going to be the smallest answer that they have in common. All right. So yesterday, for y'all, it was just kind of like the introduction to finding the greatest common the least common multiple. All right, so today we're going to still practice finding the least common multiple, but in word problems. So first thing is, because I realized I didn't say this in the last video, make sure you are on where it says LCM Word Problems GP, because that is our guided practice. You will do an independent practice after this for extra, obviously, practice. But yeah, so I will say this now, we are not learning any other way to find the LCM. We're just strictly using the ladder method this week. So this is actually going to be my last instructional video for this unit, okay? So let's get started. It says, read the word problem and find the least common multiple. Don't forget to write your answer in a complete sentence. A lot of y'all did not do this, especially on your homework, and had to take points off, like last week. So make sure you write your answer in a complete sentence. That is very important for me, okay? All right, number 1. That was really loud, sorry. Number 1 says, Jackie spent the same amount of money on DVDs and CDs. If DVDs cost $12 and CDs cost $16, what is the least amount of total money she could have spent for both purchases? So before we get started, one of the things we want to look at, especially with word problems, are key words that let us know what we're finding. Obviously, this entire week is about least common multiple, so we know that we're finding the least common multiple. However, in the near future, when we have our 9 weeks exam, we will have everything that we learned on one test on the 9 weeks, or from the 9 weeks. So you may have a GCF word problem compared to an LCM word problem. You want to make sure you know which one we're looking for when it comes to the word problems. So there is a key word in here that lets me know, okay, I'm finding the least common multiple. If you know what it is, that is awesome. If you don't, I'm going to tell you. It is the word least. In this particular word problem, least is our key word. It's really easy. It reminds me of least common multiple. That's as easy as it's going to get. So now I need to figure out, okay, what are the 2 numbers I'm finding the least common multiple of? It is 12 and 16. So I'm going to write 12 and 16. So now I'm going to factor out just like how we did last week with the greatest common factor. Same process, but a different result at the end. So I know that 12 and 16 are both even numbers. I know that just by looking at them. So I'm automatically going to divide by 2. Now, if you already know what the greatest factors that they have in common, so we don't have to go all the way down, you can do that. But I'm going to start off with 2 to help those who don't really know where to start. So I'm going to put 2 on the outside. And then remember, we need to divide both numbers on the inside by 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Well, look here. 6 and 8 are also even numbers. So I'm going to divide these 2 by 2 as well. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Now, I can't go any farther because 3 and 4 do not share a factor in common greater than 1. So I am done factoring using the ladder method, but now I need to find the greatest common factor. At home, house some way. I want y'all to tell me, who remembers how to find the least common multiple? What do we need to do now that we're done factoring to find the least common multiple? Do we multiply just the numbers on the side? Do we just multiply the numbers on the last row? What do we do? If you said we multiply all of the numbers on the side and on the bottom, you are correct. So I'm going to draw an L for least common multiple. That's like a little way for me to that's really big, sorry. That's a way for me to like think about it. Okay, I'm drawing an L because I'm finding the LCM. And it's always going to be the numbers on the side and the last row that you filled in. So now, I'm going to multiply all of the numbers in the L. So I have 2 times 2 times 3 times 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 4 is 12. So our answer is 48. But we're not done because I want to write my answer in a complete sentence. Now, obviously, I wrote the work where it says answer, but if you're typing this out, I want you to type the word, the sentence where it says answer, okay? I should have said that earlier. That's on me, my bad. But I'm just doing it because I know I write really big and my words are going to be huge whenever I write my sentence. So that's why I said that. All right, so my sentence, I'm going to reread the question so I can figure out what my sentence is going to sound like. It says, what is the least amount of total money she could have spent for both purchases? I'm going to say the least amount spent could be $48 because our answer was 48. See, we did it. All right, number 2 says Dwayne is throwing a birthday party for his friend. He wants to serve each guest a cupcake and a can of soda. At the store, soda is sold sold 6 to a pack, and cupcakes are sold 4 to a pack. What is the fewest number of cupcakes and sodas Dwayne must buy so that he has the same amount of each? So, again, we want to look for a keyword. A keyword in here is going to be a synonym for the word least. Remember, synonym, I'm pulling in your English standards. A synonym is a word that has the same meaning as another word. 2 different words, but they mean the same thing. So a synonym for least is fewest. So fewest is my keyword in this word problem. Now I'm going to circle the numbers that we are looking at to find the least common multiple. We have 6 and 4. So I'm going to write 6 and 4. All right, 6 and 4 are both even numbers, so I'm automatically going to divide by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now looking at this, I already know that 3 and 2 are prime numbers. So I'm done factoring. I'm not done with the problem, but I am done factoring. So now I'm going to find the LCM. So remember, to find the LCM, we're going to take all of the numbers that would be on the side and the last row of the ladder rung that we used. And then we're going to multiply these 3 numbers. So I have 2 times 3 times 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 2 equals 12. So our answer, or our least common multiple, is 12. Now, remember, I'm not done because I want to write my answer in a complete sentence. So I'm going to go back to the question. It says, what is the fewest number of cupcakes and sodas Dwayne must buy so that he has the same amount of each? My sentence is going to say, the fewest number of cupcakes and soda will be 12. That's like really sloppy. But that is what our sentence would look like. Again, if you're trying to figure out how to write your sentence, just read back at the question and kind of like use that information to create your sentence. Okay? All right, so now we have, I think, yeah, there's only 6 problems total, so we're going to do numbers 3 and 4.